Okay, it's a little bit of stream of consciousness today, talking about personal projects. Something that's on my mind because that's what I'm working on right now, is creating a large personal project for the month of July. I'm shooting and designing and creating. As a matter of fact, I have decided I will do something every day. Every single day, I will do something creative, and in most of those days there'll be a photograph involved. So it's going to be an interesting month for me. I'll be posting everything here on YouTube and over at Lighting Essentials, and hoping that I can keep at it for 30 days. We'll see. I'm also going to have to practice camping because I may have to do that for 12 days in a row, and finding out that it's going to be raining up in the Yukon, and I have never, ever camped in the rain. So I get to camp in the rain in a place where I am no longer on the top of the food chain. Just saying. Anyway, personal projects. Are you doing them? Are you doing one? Two? Have you done them? I hope that you are. I hope that you're creating something for yourself as a photographer. I hear a lot of photographers say, "Well, I'm just really getting burned out. I'm just so burned out." If you're getting burned out, that's the perfect time for a personal project. If you can't think of something to shoot, that's a perfect time for a personal project. If you're getting bored with what you're doing as a commercial photographer, it's a perfect time for a personal project. If you don't know where your portfolio needs to go, could be a great time for a personal project. Personal projects are something that you self-initiate, you create, you produce, and you deliver. And there's probably not a client on the other end. The ROI of a personal project can be a big fat zero monetarily, but it can get you noticed. You can dress your kid up like superheroes and end up all over the internet and the publications. There's a photographer who did that. Personal project. Whatever your personal interests are, that's a good place to start. A friend of mine did a personal project on lawnmower racing. That's a thing in Texas. Yeah. Jennifer Boomer created a beautiful mailer, sent me a copy, and it's lawnmower racing. They soup up these lawnmowers, and I guess every spring they have a track, and these guys get out there with their souped up Formula One lawnmowers and really hit it. Great personal project. She really, really hit that out of the park. It was really a lot of fun. I know photographers doing street musicians. Could be something that you're interested in. A long extended road trip, maybe a week through the Ozarks, could be something you're interested in. Or maybe it's something that you shoot a little bit of for over a year or two, like rodeo or women on motorcycles. Something that you can't do in just a short amount of time, that it takes a concerted effort. You know, when you're doing a personal project, it sharpens the brain, sharpens the eye, sharpens your creativity, because now you're looking for something to photograph. A long time ago, I did fake animals, plaster bulls and ducks in the yard and the whole thing. And I ended up with about 35 or 40 shots in that portfolio of, fake animals. That was something that I wanted to do as a personal project. Turned out to be a really fun personal project. Turned out to be something that, I showed around for a while, and then I think it's in a box out in the studio somewhere. The prints are. Moved on to the next thing, sort of, so to speak. And I think that there's so many photographers not doing personal projects that it's kind of sad. This is the time to do it. Summertime. Maybe your personal project is summer in wherever you live. Or if you're down in Peru, where my buddy Jay is right now, having more fun than me in Peru, Jay, is not allowed. If you're down in Peru, maybe it's wintertime. Maybe you do winter in wherever you live. Or cool cars. What are you interested in? Make photographs of that. It's probably going to be one of the very first things that clients look at. I know editorial clients, the first thing they hit when they get to your website's personal projects. A lot of advertising clients do that as well. They want to see, okay, the chops are there for commercial photography. But what's this photographer really interested? What gets her going? What makes him tick? That's what a personal project can do. My next personal project is how to use my mouth to speak. It's going to be glorious. Well, listen, just riffing on that because of something I read today by a photographer talking about personal projects and how important they have been to him. So I thought I'd pass it on to you. It's super important. It's super cool. And it's one way for you to elevate your photography, elevate your aesthetic, and let people know what you can really do when they take the shackles off. You know, a lot of times we commercial photographers kind of shackled. You know, they got the layout. They know how they want that thing to be shot. It's gone through 5 layers of committee. The account execs and the art department had fist fights over it, and finally the client signed off on the concept, and now you got to do it. Well, when you're doing a personal project, you're everything. You set the parameters. You're the art director. You're the creative director. You're the producer. So have at it. I hope you share with me some of your personal projects. I'd love to see what you're doing. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.